What's senior day mean for this group?
Yeah, it's interesting. We've talked a lot about it as a staff. Looking back to my playing, and a lot of guys on staff, but their playing days, senior day was so important. And in this day and age, it's a little bit different, obviously, because I played in this building for 4 years and had so many memories, and obviously, with Coach Hamilton, felt like I had a big impact on helping turn this program around. And so for senior day, obviously, there's almost like a celebration, right? It's celebrating all the work you put in. A little bit different now. All these seniors have been here about 9 months, and so it may not be as meaningful, but I still think it is meaningful in the respects of, number one, what we've done this season. Number two, not just celebrating their time at Florida State, but their whole college career. It's the last time they're going to play a home game in their college career, and especially in front of your parents and in front of your close friends. I just think it being celebrated for all of your hard work over the last some of these guys 5 seasons, I think is really special. So I know what it means to me, and I'm hoping it means something similar to the team.
It's also something with that group that they bought into the great unknown of what this would be year one with you, and said yes when they didn't know exactly what they were saying yes to. I have to presume that means something, at least to you.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like you never forget your first girlfriend. These guys, this is my first team. This is special for me. All 6 of these seniors have, signed up to help me win games, and most importantly, and I just said this on the radio a second ago. At the lowest points of the season, to me, when your back's against the wall and everything is going poorly, that's when real character comes out. And for these guys to not splinter, to show up with a workman-like attitude, and help us turn this season around, to me shows what they're made of. And that, to me, looking back at the end of this year, and hopefully it finishes really well, but that, to me, right there, I would sign up to go to war with these guys any day of the week, and I'm so pleased with the team we put together, most importantly, this senior class.
Who was your first girlfriend?
Oh, that's going to get me in hot water with my wife,
sorry.
so I'm not going to answer that, but I do remember.
Okay, perfect, great. Do you have a handle on the tie-break scenarios? And what?
Yeah.
And I know you've said you're not shying away from talking to your team. Obviously, if you win, I think you get a bye. At the very least, if you win on Saturday, you get a bye. But do you know what else has to happen for you to be a 7 or a 10 or everything in between?
Corey, I'm a little bit of a nerd,
Yeah.
So
Sure.
we looked this stuff up just because I'm curious and I'm interested. We haven't addressed the full landscape with the guys because I think some of it will probably lose them. The most important thing is we got to handle our business. We got to handle SMU. It's us and SMU fighting right now. Obviously, the 7 is still available, but the 8-9 is certainly up for grabs. And we don't handle our business, we can slide to 10 and have to play an extra game because of it. So we have to show up tomorrow at 2 p.m. and handle our business. I am aware of the things that need to happen for us to get to 7, but honestly, it's out of our control. And whether it's likely, unlikely, I know Miami and Louisville is going to be a really good game because they're both really good teams. And then NC State and Stanford is going to be a really good game. NC State's been a bit of a slid lately, but they're super talented and have shown throughout the year that they're a tournament team. But we can't worry about what other people's outcomes are going to be. We're going to show up at 2 p.m. and fight our tails off, and hopefully we can get a win, and hopefully the rest of the chips fall in our favor. But if they don't, we'll still be ready to go in that 8-9 game.
Talked about it after, I think, the Wake Forest game. You guys were fighting to get into the tournament. You obviously mentioned where you are now. When you see these guys and you talk about the privilege of pressure, I mean, what do you want to see over the next, not just tomorrow, but the next week or so?
Yeah, coming into this year, and again, I don't shy. I'm very black and white with the guys, and like to hit them right between the eyes as much as I can. We were picked by most publications 18th in the ACC, 96, I think Ken Palm was overall, and all the different sites. We're in 15 to 18, anywhere from the high 80s to 96. But a couple of publications, very respected publications, picked us to be the last team in Power 4 basketball. I say that not to pat ourselves on the back, but the fact that we're fighting for a 7 seed right now, compared to where we started this program almost a year ago to the day, is a credit to the guys in the locker room. They've showed up doesn't matter circumstances, doesn't matter what people believe. We used to finish film every day with 1896, and eventually they caught on. I wasn't talking about the year 1896. I was talking about what people think about you. And at times we showed why they picked us 1896. I mean, at a point in the season, we lost 10 out of 12 games. But also at times, most recently, they've believed the same thing I've believed since I got the job is this can be a really special basketball school. And you know, I'm a cheer for football as long as I'm the head coach here, and I hope that's a very long time, and I hope football can win multiple national titles. I'll be right there in the stands. But I believe, because I've lived it, this can be a very, very, very good basketball school, but you got to fight. And that's what I'm so proud of, regardless of what people think about us. If you show up every day with a great attitude and fight your tail off, good things tend to happen.
I presume you're preparing us so BJ could play for SMU, but how are they different with him versus without him?
Yeah, he's you know, we're preparing that he is going to play. I know that ankle injury was pretty gruesome and tough. I don't know if he'll play or not, but you got to prepare as if he is going to. He's really the glue of their team, and that's no knock on Boopy or Pierre. Like, those guys are so good and so talented in terms of scoring the ball and the pace they play. They can hit any shot from anywhere on the court. Both of them can create for themselves and others. You know, but he's really the glue of the team, especially defensively. And I feel like that's why they've struggled just a little bit recently, is they're missing his presence on the court. And so we're going to prepare like he's playing, and if he's not, you know, great for us. And we still got a really tough, talented tournament team to beat.
Is there an update on AJ? Is there any availability update on
Yeah, so AJ, he had a little swelling in his knee, obviously, came down. He's getting an MRI today at 5 p.m. So I have no medical update on AJ. He's going to be out for the game. He's not going to play against SMU, and then we'll wait for the MRI to come back. Obviously, we're wishing for the best, but that was a tough fall, and I'll say this about AJ, and I've talked to you guys openly about AJ. I've been so pleased with the way AJ's turned not only his basketball season around, but really turned his life around. And it's not that he's a bad kid; he just had some bad habits. And how far he's come for us off the court as much as on the court has been so impressive for this group. And then obviously his on-the-court production has really helped us. So we'll miss him against SMU and obviously hope for the best with those MRI results. But, you know, we got to wait till those results get back.
What was it like coaching against Andy?
Yeah.
Was it weird?
No, it's not, because we're both competitive dudes.
Are you friends?
And
like,
yeah.
do you text and call, and do you have that kind of relationship still?
Yeah, Andy's been one of the most consistent guys in terms of, as a former coach, consistently reaching out, and that's over the last decade plus of being gone from Florida State and obviously watching his career take off in an awesome way. I have close friends on his staff. Everywhere he's gone, I've had close friends on his staff. You know, talking about Michael Fly, who's now on my staff, has worked for him. And Joey Cantens, currently Chris Capco, their associate coach. So I have so much respect for what Andy's done everywhere he's gone. And we've always stayed in touch, a little bit less now that I'm a head coach, but we still are very friendly with each other. I know he's wishing us well, and I know we're wishing them well on every game we don't play against them.